Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Try Tuesday. I'm Joe, and this is Joe Plays Bad. I'm not playing bad today. Well, I might later. Depends on a lot of things. I'm working on some stuff, trying to get some things better. We'll pull this down because the hair is absolutely out of sight today. It has been a really rough week, and I apologize for missing my last Try Tuesday. So I'm kind of punishing myself while at the same time I'm doing this. You can see the Nipheads. We have ourselves a Try Niphead now. Yep, we got all three of them. You got Lazarus, mine, and right above her, you can barely see him because he's the Void. That is Sid Cogano. Yes, we got him here. Having a little bit of nip. Yep, be good props. Be good props. I'm just joking. I love them. Mine has actually come around now. She is now getting pets all the time. In fact, she made her stream debut a little while back. It was pretty crazy. So everything's going as it's going. So today I kind of hit myself a little bit. I actually took more money than what I was expecting to actually do the today's Try Tuesday, and we will be having a double try. So check that out. Check out the double try, and all double tries, as you know, are fish-and-a-kid double tries. It's going to be an interesting one. Nothing super bad, but today's this is going to be interesting to cleanse my palate because this is going to be a cleanse palate. We have this is actually iced coffee, and it's kind of funny why it's an iced coffee because it's literally I just left it in the pot from much earlier today, and well, it partially froze. That's how cold it is here. That's okay. We're good. We can handle this. That's why we're in the blanket hoodie. We're going to be using that to cleanse the palate. So what do I have today? What do I have today? Well, I have. Yeah, you can see these are chocolate bars. I've got a lot of ones. It's going to be interesting. So I got a lot of chocolate bars. I got a lot of stuff like that. But it's a special kind of chocolate. This is a dark chocolate. Now, I do love dark chocolate. So maybe a little bit of a bias. Turn this away just a little bit because the audio is getting a little bit too high. A little bit too high. I like the kitties. They're a little bit too high. But yeah. No, so I do apologize to all of my men, all my male, female, men, women, and all my Zeta Reticuli and Alpha Centauri followers. I apologize to you guys for being gone for a week. Things just hit the fan, and I had a problem. I know there ain't a ton of you. Make that happen. Make more people happen. Come on, this is going to be good. This is going to be fun. We're going to be doing some more things. Working on getting some more gaming videos out there. We're going to be getting this stuff taken care of. We should be having a lot of fun. But stepping further, Gildy and the Lily, we're a couple minutes in already. We're going to be starting off with the Bare Bones Basics dark chocolate, the American White Woman of Chocolate, dark chocolate, Hershey's Special Dark. All right. So we're just going to be doing about a pip or like a quarter of a pip, depending upon the size of the bar and the size of the pips. I actually try to have one pip of dark chocolate per day. I'll show you my brand. I did get my brand. They actually had a new one. They didn't have all of their stuff, but they had some of theirs. So we're going to try first the Hershey's dark chocolate, the special dark. And of course, as always, rate them between 1 and 10. So Hershey's dark chocolate, all right. So on that, I wouldn't even call that a dark chocolate. Like if I'm putting that in a dark chocolate tier, it's going to be a 1. But I'm not going to say it's a 1 as far as chocolate goes. It's not good. It's not great. It does have that waxy feeling and taste for Hershey's. But as far as dark chocolate goes, it's not dark. So on an actual tier list of dark chocolate, that's not a dark chocolate, so why would we even rate it? But it is on the tier list. I am going to rate it as a chocolate. Maybe a 4? It's not horrible, but I wouldn't call it good. So the next one, a little bit of clearing of the palate. Ferrero Rocher, 70% cocoa, dark hazelnut. Now, I did count out a bunch of stuff because this actually cost me $45. This was a $45 try challenge, so now I love Ferrero Rocher. I thought about, since I had a Ferrero Rocher sampler pack, I thought about doing that on Tuesday real quick last Tuesday, but I just could not get on. I was just having issues. We'll break this. So that one smells a little bit better. I'm going to have to put these in a thing because I am going to probably eat most of these later. So that is Ferrero Rocher. 70%. A little piece like that. All right. Better, but not really a super dark chocolate. You have that dark chocolate outside, which is good. But the inside is more of that Ferrero Rocher that you get from the round ones. As a dark chocolate, I'm going to go with like a 5. Because it's really not that dark. You don't get that kind of dark chocolate flavor. That's more a dark chocolate for your people who can't handle dark chocolate. It's not bad. But in a chocolate tier, I'd put it like more of a 6. Their dark chocolate balls are better. But it's all around not bad. This next one, I swear I'd never buy any of these. I just don't thing. But you know what? You got to do a dark chocolate thing. If you see it, I had to buy it. And so I bought something from the biggest YouTuber out there, the biggest man out there and everything. So shout out to him. If somehow he happens to see this, I'm going to be fair. But we're going to do Mr. Beast Feastables, the dark chocolate. All right, we're going to try this. We're going to give him a fair shot, 100%. If he doesn't see this, that's normal. Yeah. Okay, so it smells better than the Hershey's. It does smell better than the Hershey's already. So okay. All right. They come in smaller pips, which I do like that. All right. It already smells better than the Hershey's. I'll give it that much on that. So, but let's see how it measures up. It is better than the Hershey's. I will give it that. But it is not what I'm looking for when I'm looking for dark chocolate. I want that deep cocoa flavor. But, you know, I'm going to give it a 5. I'm going to give it an average. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad chocolate at all. Chocolate tier would probably be a little bit higher if we're just going straight chocolate. But we're going dark chocolate here. It is a dark chocolate. You can taste a little bit of it, but it is still so sweet, so much of that milk flavor that it's like It's not dark chocolate. Come on. It is, but it's not. It's very sweet, very sugary. Okay, get that out of there. All right. The next one we're going with is a brand I like. I haven't tried their dark though, but we're going with Ghirardelli. Ghirardelli. Now this could be very good, or it could be. It could be kind of a mid. I don't know. I haven't tried this one yet, but we're going to. So now I will be doing a try of the one that I buy all the time. I did get one of those bars just to kind of show what I kind of feel is. The pips are huge. We're not going to do a full pip of that. Looks like that. Did break it up a little bit, but I'm going to cut a little bit more off that. That's about the size we're going to try. This is 72% cacao. Now, it's around the kind I usually get. Okay, I can smell more of the cocoa from that already. That is looking a lot more like what I'm used to as far as dark chocolate. All right. That's better. That's a lot better. No offense, Hershey's, Ferrero Rocher, Mr. Beast. That's more what dark chocolate is supposed to taste like. You get that deep, intense kind of. A lot of people think it's super bitter. I don't think it's super bitter. It does have a little bit of bitterness, but I actually kind of like the bitterness on that. It's tasty. I would give that a. I'm going to pop it up to like a 7 out of 10, 7 or 8 out of 10, 7.5. We'll go 7.5. 7.5 out of 10. It's good. You've got that deep, rich cacao flavor. Just that cacao flavor. It sticks with you. It kind of hits. I would go for that. That is something I would definitely say. Yeah. That's good. All right, from there we're going to a brand that is a little bit weird. And we're going from least dark to most dark. We're going with Better Goods. Now this is I think only available as far as I've seen in Walmart. I think it's the only place I've seen it. We got 72, 85, and 90. So we're gonna have to see how this is. Now, if you're eco-conscious and you're also fair trade, this is probably going to be more what you're going to go for. Because that's kind of their whole thing, is that they're eco-friendly and they're fair trade. Now, I have my kind of questionable about it. All right, let's... Okay, it's not a full pip, it's a full bar, so you don't actually get pips on these, which I kind of don't like because I like to have my actual serving size. But that's okay, that's fine. I like I said, I take one of these, I try to give one of myself a bite of an actual thing. And I'll show you the brand I've got. The brand I've got that I actually usually eat is for last. You definitely can smell the chocolate in that. That smells more like a milk chocolate, though. It really does. I mean, it's kind of weird. There's our piece that we're going to try. It's not bad, but it's a little too sweet for me. It's a little too sweet for me on my taste on chocolate, on dark chocolate. Try to debate on a 6.5 or a 7. We'll go like 6.75. And that's a weird thing, but it's not as good as the Ghirardelli, but it is better than the other three. There is more of a dark chocolate flavor. You get more of that richness, more of that slightly bitter. But it's much sweeter than the Ghirardelli. It's much sweeter than the Ghirardelli. It's still kind of a... it's good, but it wouldn't be one that I would pick to be, my little special treat on that. So, excuse me. Purge the chocolate on there. We've got 4 more bars to go. Now we got the 85%. Now this, starting to get into the high level, starting to get into the ones that I know a lot of my friends are like, oh, that's too bitter. How can you eat that? And I can eat it the exact same way that I eat a lot of things. I enjoy it. Now, we'll see about this. All right. Again, we're just breaking off. I broke off way too big of a piece. All right. There is... I'm still smelling a lot of sweetness from that, even though it's supposed to be the 85. It's not bad. It's pretty. It does still smell good. All right. Okay. 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 Better. So I get more of the full mouth flavor of the chocolate. The actual cocoa flavor comes in there. And that's the first one that I've gotten that normal that I'm used to, that kind of mouth feel. Kind of almost drying effect of an actual high cocoa percentage cocoa bar. Now, I'm going to go with like a 7.5 out of that. It's good. But, I mean, I'm kind of wondering where they get their percentages at, because I've had 80% chocolate bars that were a lot more cocoa flavor than that. A lot more cocoa flavor. It's good. If you're fair trade certified and all that, and you like dark chocolate, that's probably going to be the one you're going to get. The Climate We Care logo, and the fair trade certified. Once again, purge the mouth of the cocoa. Right, now we got the 90%. All right. So we got the last bit of this. Right, we're going to just pop off a little piece, all right? Now this is the 90%. It smells exactly the same as their 85 now. This should be bitter. This should be a little bit on the not unpleasant side, but this should be more on the it's a little bit on the on what some people wouldn't like, because they don't like chocolate that's not sweet. Now I kind of do. We're gonna have to check this out. All right. And that's the 90% Better Goods. We had the 85% Better Goods and the 70% better, 72%, sorry. It's a kitty butt. Only a tiny bit difference between that and the 85. Yeah, I know it's only a 5% difference, but it should be an actual big difference. Slightly less sweet. More of that dark chocolate flavor I like, just a little bit. $7.5 again. It's almost the exact same. There's a little bit more of the mouthfeel and a tiny bit more of the actual cocoa flavor. All in all, meh. It's good. It's good. Don't get me wrong. Someone gave me that and like, here's a dark chocolate bar. I would definitely call it dark chocolate. I would definitely be like, yeah, it's good. But it's not what I'm used to. It's not kind of overpowering on that. Clear the mouth out. Right. Now I'm into my brand. Now this is the bar I usually buy. The Lindt Excellent 70% chocolate. Now this is usually pretty good. I usually go back and forth between the 70 and the 85. They were out of the 85, so I apologize on that. But this is the brand I usually get. This is the one that I usually work with. But, you know, I'm still trying it for you guys. I'm probably going to give it way too high of an estimation. Now, they do actually have the pips. Their pips are relatively large. But because of the percentage of cocoa, this isn't quite medicinal grade. I almost said medicinal. Gosh. Ugh. You can definitely smell the chocolate on it. That is what a pip looks like on it. We're not going to eat that full amount. Usually this is what I do. I usually put it in my mouth and I will usually just suck on it, maybe with a little bit of coffee in the morning, maybe a little bit of tea at night. A little bit of matcha tea is always good with it. But now we're just trying it, so we're not doing this for enjoyment. I can't eat a lot of this at a time. If I do, I kind of get a little bit of a feeling, you know. It's not... This isn't something you'd probably want to just sit there and nom whole bar of chocolate. It's probably not something you'd want to do that. And I even have a hard time doing that with... I can't do that with milk chocolate and that. I like chocolate, but it's not like the end-all, be-all of sweets. I like fruits a lot more for that. But here is the Lindt. That is my normal one. I know I already like this one, so I'm just giving you guys a heads up. Yeah. Deep, rich flavor. Smooth. Mellow. But then you've got that deep chocolate flavor, the cocoa flavor. You get that deep chocolate flavor. But it's still got enough sweet to kind of underpower, to kind of tone down that chocolate taste. That's one I think that a lot more people could try and like. I really do like that one. That is something I would do. 8.5. It's a wonderful little treat for you. Now here's one I saw. I have never seen this one before. I was kind of excited. So it is the 100% cocoa. That means there isn't much sugar. It's chocolate, cocoa butter, cocoa powder. That's it. You didn't read sugar, did you? Why? Because it's unsweetened. This is just pure chocolate. This is just this should be an interesting one. So it comes a little bit differently. It comes in a different package on the inside. I find that interesting. They have a whole thing about they literally tell you to don't start with this one. Try the other ones. That's hilarious. I want to really get a good deep flavor of this. I want to really get a good taste of this. Oh, and they got the little tiny pips on this one. Ooh, that is interesting. That is nice. I kind of like that. Oh, that just smells straight chocolate. That smells like you're sniffing cocoa powder. That is darker. That literally just smells like you're sniffing cocoa powder. If you've ever cooked with cocoa powder, that smells like this. It literally just smells like the cocoa powder came up. All right, let's try it. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. That coats your mouth. Whoa, that coats your mouth. It just sucks the moisture out. It just coats the whole mouth. Hold on a second. Coffee from a red Solo cup. So that is different. That is really different. That would be amazing with some sweet tea or like what would that be really good with? I don't think coffee would be the go-to one on that one. Although you could probably enjoy it with a sweet coffee. Um, ooh, a masala chai made with some honey. Take a sip of the masala chai, you get that rush of sweetness from the honey, that intense flavor from the spices, and that tea flavor. And then a bite of that, just kind of sucking all that out of your mouth, and everything with that. It's kind of bitter. It's not super bitter. I've had dark chocolate that's a lot more bitter than that, even though it's 100%. But it definitely has like a richness. It's not like super flavorful. It's not like just smashing your mouth with the chocolate flavor. Like the 70% has more full chocolate flavor, but that has the cocoa flavor, which I don't know if that's gonna make sense to anyone or not. It is. It's kind of weird. It's kind of cool. It's neat. It's interesting. It's pretty good. I'd have to go like a 7.5, but I mean that's a very situational chocolate, and I agree with them. I don't think that's a chocolate for if you're like I want to try dark chocolate. 100%. That's probably be like your but yeah, 100%, 100%. That's an interesting one. That is an interesting one. I don't think that's good alone. That's more like tea. It'd be good with like cookies. Like if you're eating like a cookie, or for my English speaking, for those of you from England and all that, a little bit of biscuits. I wouldn't do it like a chocolate chip or anything like that, but like a Biscoff would be pretty good. They'd be good with Biscoff. They'd be good with some of like the cookies with a little bit of the jam in the inside. That'd be good with that. That'd be good. I think that'd be good. So all in all, it's good, but it's kind of weird. It's a very situational chocolate. Some people would almost call it medicinal because a lot of people have been, in fact, saying that now chocolate is a medicine and everything. And I'm not sure if I buy into that and everything. I gotta see the studies and everything on it, see the actual studies done by actual scientists and not somebody who's trying to sell you stuff. But it's not bad. It's tasty. It's good. So then we can all say that the worst one is the Hershey's dark chocolate. Back when I was a kid, Hershey's dark chocolate was good. It hasn't changed. It's not dark chocolate. That's not dark chocolate. And it's just, Hershey's is an okay chocolate brand. I'm not going to be one of these guys who's like, Hershey's is a crappy chocolate. Or sorry, we'll do this way. Hershey's is a crappy chocolate brand because it's not English or it's not all of these others. It's weird and American because we've Americanized it. No, it's not that. It's not good. No, it is. It's good. It's decent. It has its areas that it makes is better in than the English, the Swedish, the Denmark, the German chocolates. It has its better flavor in certain things, and in other areas, that's probably the worst. Followed by the Mr. Beast, the Feastables, which is better than the Hershey's. I'll 100% on that one. The Then, as much as I love Ferrero Rocher, as far as dark chocolate goes, the Ferrero Rocher 70% was meh. I think then some of the better goods were kind of meh. I love the Lindt. The Lindt again, it's my favorite. The Lindt 70%. I a lot of times go for the 80% and the 90%. Those are both really good on that. But the 100% is interesting. Would I recommend you trying it? Well, if you're a dark chocolate fan, I would definitely recommend you try it, but I would definitely have something else on hand to kind of take a little bit of taste off of it. So, once again, we're going to be doing some more stuff today. Always check it out. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow. Tell people about me, laugh at me, whatever, comment. Leave some information. Tell me how horrible I am. Tell me that you completely disagree. And hey, guys, girls, and Zeta Reticuli and Alpha Centauri followers, tell me what you wanted me to try next. I do have some more things I'm going to try. I got some interesting stuff lined up. And I'm going to try to do a double try. Try to do not a double try. Try to do an additional try because I missed last Tuesday. There is a double try coming up because I did miss. We're getting fishnooked. It's going to be interesting. And I'm going to be doing a little bit of a dumb thing. Incredibly dumb thing. Nothing that's going to hurt myself. Yub Tubbins, come on. I'm not going to hurt myself. I'm smarter than that. But something that might get somebody looking at me going, there it is. If you know, you know. If you don't, you can figure it out. Everyone, I hope everyone had a wonderful day. Hope everyone is just having a great one. And just remember, don't get in too much trouble. And if you do, don't get caught. Laters.